Hello everyone, I am Asha Bist. Hope you all are doing well. Hope you are studying as well as enjoying. Today I welcome you all in class 5 EVS, the chapter The Coastal Plains and Islands. Dear students, today we are going to discuss the second part of this chapter. Before this, we discussed the first part. Before starting with the second part of this chapter, let's have a quick revision of the first part. In the first part, we discussed about the meaning of coast, the location of Indian coastline. We discussed about the western coastal plains and we had a brief introduction of the divisions of the western coastal plains, Gujarat coast, Konkan coast and Malabar coast. Today we are going to discuss these western coastal plains in detail. So let's begin. Dear students, we discussed that western coastal plains are divided into three parts: Gujarat coast, Konkan coast, Malabar coast. So let's have the first coast, that is the Gujarat coast. This coast is broadest between the Gulf of Kutch and the Gulf of Khambat. It is the broadest coast. A gulf is an inlet of the sea that has a large area of water partly surrounded by land. It means that a gulf is an inlet, means a place from where the water goes to the sea. And it is a large area of water which is surrounded by land area. Around it, land area is there. Now, while discussing about Gujarat coast, we can say that the Gujarat plains lies east to Kutch and Kathiawar and slopes towards the west and southwest. These are formed by the river Narmada, Tapi, Mahi and Sabarmati. The plains includes the southern part of Gujarat and the coastal areas of the Gulf of Khambat. The eastern part of the plain is fertile and crops are grown here. The eastern part especially, they have the fertile soil which is rich in mineral. That is why there are crops grown by people. Then next comes the Konkan coast. The Konkan coast lies towards the south of Gujarat, towards the south direction, just below the Gujarat coast. The coast extends up to Goa, and right from Gujarat it extends till Goa. Here the coastline is narrow, rocky and uneven. The coastline, the Konkan coastline is narrow. It is not broader, it is narrow, and it is not even also, it is uneven. There are rocks in it. So lighthouses along the coast warn ships about the rocks that lie beneath the surface of the sea. There are many rocks, as I earlier said that the surface is rocky here. So there are many lighthouses found. These lighthouses basically they are formed here, they are made here so that they can warn the ships in the sea while floating on the sea, and through these lighthouses the ships can save themselves from any harm from the rocks which are there beneath the earth surface, beneath the sea, under the sea. Okay. Now this coast is rich in petroleum and many oil wells are found here. Rich in petroleum means many fuel, you can say these petroleum places are found here. That is why it is rich in petroleum, and oil wells are also available there. As I said that they are towards the south of Gujarat, and these plains extends from Daman to Goa. It has cliffs, shoals, reefs and islands in the Arabian Sea. It is an excellent natural harbour. It is known as an excellent natural harbour. Then next comes the Malabar coast. This coast lies into the south. The uneven edges has formed many lagoon or backwaters. Dear students, a new word has come here, that is the lagoon. Lagoons especially they are the salt water lakes. Lagoons are the salt water lakes, and these get separated from the sea by barrier that are the islands or reefs. These lagoons are get separated by the sea by barriers like islands or reefs. Especially the meaning I have explained you, it is I have written here also in this slide. You can see lagoons are the salt water lakes that get separated from the sea by barrier, islands or reefs. If we talk about the Malabar coast, it is also known as the Kerala Plains. They are between Mangalore and Kanyakumari at the bottom of India's map. They are much wider than the Karnataka Plains. There are lakes, lagoons I already explained to you, and backwater which make the Malabar coast significant. These are the significant features of the Malabar coast. The eastern coastal plains. Now let's have a look about the eastern coastal plains. These lie between the Bay of Bengal and Eastern Ghats. They starts from the Ganga Delta in West Bengal and end in Kanyakumari. So dear students, the eastern coastal plains, they lie between the West Bengal to Kanyakumari. A major part of these plains is formed using the alluvial soil. Alluvial soil, a soil which is rich in mineral, which is good for growing crops. Many crops are grown there. River Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, these river makes these plains fertile. These plains are very fertile. Many crops grown here, and these plains are fertile due to the river which flow from here, that is Mahanadi, Godavari and Krishna. These plain is known as the northern circus between Mahanadi and the Krishna river. That I have already explained you that the rivers which flow along from the delta along the eastern coastline, these are the Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. This area is also known as the rice bowl of India. The eastern coastal plains are known as the rice bowl of India due to the mineral rich soil found here. The soil is rich in mineral, that is why the soil is alluvial soil. Most of the crops are grown here. Rice is basically grown here especially. So that is why this area is known as the rice bowl of India. A lot of paddy is grown here. These plains are also called the rice bowl of India. Okay, this I have already explained to you. Now, important ports which are found in the eastern coastal plains. There are many important ports. Two important ports are located here, and these ports are the Chennai and Visakhapatnam ports. Chennai as well as the Visakhapatnam ports. Now, the eastern coastal plains are divided into two parts. These are the northern circus and Coromandel coast. Both these coasts meet at the southernmost point. At the southernmost point means at the tip of India's south in the map. If you see, that is the Kanyakumari point, the Indian mainland. This is also the place where the three water bodies around India meet. Three water bodies around India meet. What are the three? Name the three water bodies. These are the Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal and Indian Ocean. At the south tip of this, they meet together here. So, this is all about this part of this video. We'll soon meet with the third and the last part of this video. Till then, take care, watch the video and enjoy learning. Have a good day.